All right, track wrestling here with Minnesota Gophers head coach Brandon Eggum. Here at the Christmas tournament. High school wrestling is alive and well in Minnesota. Can you tell me a little bit about what this tournament means to the state of Minnesota as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, it's mid-part through the season for most high school coaches and their programs and for these guys. So I think it's just a good test for a lot of the guys. They get to wrestle the different divisions, so they get to wrestle some of the best guys in the state and get some programs coming from out of state. So it's a fun tournament. The Christmas tournament is awesome. I know for a lot of these Minnesota kids, this is a big deal for them in their career if they win a Christmas tournament title. So it was awesome to watch some of the best kids in the state scrap here today, and you've seen some good matches. So it was great. We're down here recruiting and trying to bump into a few of these kids and watch them. And so it was a good day.
Yeah. So moving into the recruiting aspect of it, when you come to a tournament like this, obviously you're looking for some homegrown talent, which is always good, but what specifically are you looking for in a kid that fits into a Minnesota singlet?
Big thing is the way they compete on the mat. That's one of the things, how they fight and how they compete. Now, we tell guys all the time, like at tournaments like this, there's a lot of ups and downs. You see young guys competing, but how they respond in a match when things don't go their way, how do they respond if they're on the backside of the tournament, that says a lot about a guy. And that'd be some advice I'd give to any young wrestler out there. Nobody wants to lose, nobody wants to be on the backside, but as a coach, you see a guy that goes there and maybe throws in the towel, that says a lot too. So you got to stay focused, to come back, do what you can to score points for your team. So that's one of the things we look at. How they carry themselves and talk is a big thing. We want to bring in the right type of kids to our program. They're doing things right on and off the mat, and so you got to look at everything. It's a total picture when you're recruiting kids, from academics to social life to the part on the mat.
Yep. So I asked every kid that interviewed this, obviously Christmas kind of marks the first half of the season. College, you kind of have your dual season, then you go to postseason, but what are you looking forward to the most for the second part of the season here after Christmas?
For us, it becomes really exciting. We're gonna, right after Christmas, we'll end up heading down to South Beach duels, so we'll get some duels down there. We'll have some of our guys go to the Midlands and wrestle out there too. So, a number of different guys still trying to fight for a spot and stuff, and just for some of the guys maybe get some good experience if it's for the future. But then we get into the Big Ten duels, and that's one of the best times of the year. It's a grind, but it's really fun. You get to wrestle against the best teams in the country, and you get a chance to see where your guys are at. So, that's the biggest part of the season's coming up. Big Tens, the NCAA championships are around the corner. So it's week by week trying to get better and trying to make sure you're working on the things each individual needs to work at. And so that's what's upon us.
Yeah. And last question. What does somebody like Gable Steveson being back on the team do for your program?
The guy's amazing, right? He's just a high energy guy, and he's a hard guy to compete against, so he brings a lot of firepower there. And he's a great closer for you when you got a guy like him that comes out. So we're excited to have him back. It was awesome to have him compete for us last night against South Dakota State, and so it's just, you get that type of individual. He's rare. You don't see guys like him that come out. He's still a 19-year-old kid. He's done a good job. You can see he's a bit stronger and bigger than he was last year. Physique-wise, you can see that. So it was exciting. He scored a lot of points yesterday, a lot of different attacks, and we're just happy to have him back in there to help lead the program and do his job to score points at the heavyweight division for us.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.